Just as it ends, it begins again. If y'all can see that, it says Barbri. It's the same books that I just had. I should have kept them, but I didn't. The box definitely says January 2018, February 2019. So, the exact same books. Well, at least thing I can do is I kept like my Scantron before, and I can kind of test myself to see where my knowledge base grew from. But since I didn't do this last time, I wanted to show you. So when you open the box of Bar Study Materials, you get a little quick start guide, and it just tells you, like, if you have the study keys, you can do the zap. And if you download the Barbri app, which dread have to re-download, you can do all this stuff. And then here's the wonderful, glorious, amazing new books that I used the hell out of last time. So this is the Georgia outline, which I spent some time with last time, but I did not spend much time with, as much time as I should have. I mean, because I didn't do bad on the test. Honestly, I didn't. I was really close to passing, but just not close enough. I think that, truthfully, I need to spend the most time with this because Georgia is a state test. So, let's see. Did they change the lecture handout at all? I don't think so. I have, this is like the Barbri Bar Prep Bible, the lecture handout. Yeah, the definitely says July 2018, February 2019. I have this book. So does this mean I don't have to watch the lectures? It's the exact same stuff. Like, I have this. From this box, this lecture handout is the only thing that you get to keep. Everything else, if you want to get your money back. Everything else, you kind of have to send back to them. This is also crazy because this is the essay book. Like, you get a whole book. And I love that they got this brown girl on this book. You get a whole book with like 10 to 20 essays on each topic. And I did this book. I guess I'm gonna have to talk to my bar prep coach at my law school because I would say probably 80% of that book I did. Then next is the MPT workbook. I didn't do nearly as many of these. I did a lot. I think I had a couple left. I did probably 70% of these. But I didn't do as many because we took a class all about taking this type of test. So prior to bar prep, I had already done like 10. So, and some of the ones in here are ones that we had done in class. But these are real past release MPTs. Just for a little shot of the doggy. Say hi, buddy. He doesn't want to. He's sleeping. I didn't think about this. Oh. This book. Let me tell y'all something about this book. This book, this Combines and Mini Review, was everything to me. Everything. Like, this more so even than the lecture handouts was my Bible. it has some features that I didn't realize. Like in the very beginning, it has the Georgia tested subjects like professional responsibility. And then in the middle, you go to the, let me see. It's really hard to do this one-handed. Then you, no, those are Georgia subjects. Then you go to the middle of the book, right here. And these are all the distinctions. Like literally, written out. Now they've written for every double subject. It's criminal law, crim pro. Basically every distinction that you need is in the middle of this book. And then the back half is like all the nationwide tested subjects, like common law, as you can see right there. Those are the back, in the back. I use the back a lot because at first, honestly, I didn't realize that the front and the back of the book were different. Then halfway through bar prep, when I realized that this book had distinctions in the middle, it was golden. But by that point in time, it may have been too late for me. But I did use it. I used the heck out of it. Next book is MBE Immersion, which is this like 2-day little class on like how to do MBE questions and like preparing you for the timing and stuff like that. It's the exact same. Let's see, can I grab something else? And then you have an entire book with MBE practice questions, which I did. I did 99% of these. Well, let me not be, tell a lie. I did about probably 70% of these. I mostly did the workshops. I didn't do, because at the beginning, like there's this diagnostic exam that I'm probably going to do in a couple of weeks. I didn't do that last time. Do that little diagnostic exam to see where I'm at after having had bar prep. Even though I didn't do bad on my MBE, I did decent. But I mean, there's always room for improvement. So I did all the workshops. I did the half-day MBE refresher, which is the 100 questions. I did this. It's crazy how much it gives you the answers and the famous Barbri explanations. And then it gives you, this is still the half day. Then there's a full day. I don't know for sure. I can't remember if I did the full day, but there's lots of questions in here. And the way Barbri is set up, you'll have done, look at this thick book. You'll have done all of these by the end. Next is the Holy Grail, the granddaddy of books, Outline for Multi-State. That's what I meant to say. Like when I said nationwide tested subjects, the multi-state subjects. This is the granddaddy of granddaddies, the thickest book in the mix. And they kind of tell you, like, you don't really have to look at this unless you really don't understand something, because it's like the outlines in here, like for each subject, are extremely long, and they go over every little minute detail. And I think for me this time, I used this as a backup last time, and I used the Convisor mini review as the main. I think that I'm going to use this, and the Georgia outlines as the main tool for substantive knowledge, and then the mini review as the backup. But I don't feel like I had a whole bunch of gaps in my knowledge. I just you know, the test is subjective. Here's this. Oh, Lord. This was the most scariest thing to do during bar prep. Like, the simulated MBE, like, towards the end of bar prep. Like, for us in the summer, I feel like it was mid bar prep. Like, it was like 4 weeks before, it was like week 5, week 6, we were taking this, which is kind of the end because bar prep is only like 9-10 weeks, but it came much quicker than we expected it to. So even though I was on track with the program, I did not feel like I was 100% ready to take this test. And I did not do that well last time. I did well enough to know that I could get the score needed for my state, the minimum score needed for my state. But I want to get the minimum score for my state as a raw score this time, which is a 115. Most other states, you aim for 133. So I want to get a 115 as my raw score. And hopefully my scale score can be in the 130s to 140s. But my friends and myself, our aim is to get to 150 scale, because they give you a lot of cushion, especially for states where you've got to get 270 like Georgia. But what the simulated MBE is in this book, it's broken down to morning and afternoon, just like the actual bar exam. When you take the bar exam, you'll get colored booklets and your Scantron. As far as I remember, will be color coordinated. You try to forget a lot about that day because it's stressful. But there are 200 questions in here, and then there's 200 detailed explanations. Like, once you do, like, a lot of people don't do this, but my school recommends from our bar prep class that you do this. Some people say it's a waste of time, but I think it's a really good indicator of where you are, and I think that you should honestly take the time to go over the diagnostics, because there is some truth to it. Like, my score was a little bit low, but that was on a national average, but it was average for my state. But I want to be average nationally so that I'm not barely passing or a little bit under passing like I was this time. So yeah. Am I excited to do bar prep again? I mean, at this point, it is what it is. And like I said, this is just all the multi-state subjects. And here's the table of contents. Civil procedure, federal, constitutional law, contracts and sales, criminal law, criminal procedure, evidence, real property, and torts, which are basically mostly 1L classes, and then evidence and criminal procedure are usually 2L classes, and so is sales. Some people don't take sales, but I took sales and I loved it. But yeah, put this big old book. It's crazy that they sent, it's like, it's just crazy overall that I'm doing this again. Like, when I turned these books back in, you would have thought that there was no way I could fail. Like, when I turned these books back in last time, they were so raggedy. They were so raggedy. Like I said, honestly, I'm sorry for slamming of the books, but it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Like, you would have thought that I passed. As much work as I put in, it's crazy that it wasn't enough. I put all the books back, and I gotta call them about my study keys, because I turned the study keys in. And I really like those study keys, but I think this time I may use my critical pass cards. But other than that, yeah, those are the books. And last time around, I didn't really take you guys with me, but now we have a family, so I'm going to make sure to take you guys on this journey with me. Comment down below if you have any questions. Leave a like. Share this video with anybody you know that's graduating from law school, interested in law school, may want to know even just about the bar in and of itself. You know, questions, comments, concerns down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn on that bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And until next time, I love you guys forever. Remember, be true and be you, because no one else can. I love you, Tika Crew. See you next time. Bye.